Satnam, namaste. Afternoon, beautiful people. So I just want to talk about getting ready for our big mass meditation on the 5th of April, 12:45 Australian time. I need to teach you how to do Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath brings us to our center so we can close the left brain down and come into our center and then open up our right subconscious, unconscious mind, the divine feminine. When our left brain is going blah, 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 and it doesn't shut up, what we do is we use a little trick called Ujjayi. And Ujjayi in Sanskrit means ocean. Now, there's a meridian line at the top, behind the two front teeth on the top jaw. And you just touch the tip of your tongue and you spread your tongue along the top jaw. And as you soften down your eyes, you soften your gaze at your third eye. And just spread the tongue along the top jaw. Then what happens is it makes space in the mouth. And with that space in the mouth, the jaw starts to let go, which then sends a message to the brain for the central nervous system to start to calm. And also what it does, it stops all the spit and saliva building up so it doesn't make you swallow, because every time you swallow, you're going to interrupt your meditation, so you can't come up into the higher realm of the fifth dimension. You'll stay in the third dimension where the left brain, the ego, is going blah, 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 blah. Because what happens is you'll start to move and you'll start to feel irritated. But if I teach you this now, and then when you do your yoga and mass meditation with me, you'll be ready more. Because I don't want to talk about this then. I want to just get straight to the meditation and where we all can come together at one time. So let's just practice for a minute. So spine nice and long. Get yourself comfortable. If you've got tight hips, you can sit on a zofu, a meditation cushion, or just pop a blanket or a block under your bottom. You haven't got to do half of a lotus. You can just bring the leg, or you can just cross the legs. Now, you want the spine long because that's your pathway, and you slightly drop the chin down lower. Now you want to choose your hand mudra. So I'm just going to talk about a mudra today, what I'm going to use, and I like to use heart mudra. Okay, so I'm going to stay with my heart mudra today, and I'll talk about mudras on another video. Now, lengthen through the top of the crown, slightly drop the chin down. Now bring your tongue to Ujjayi. That's the meridian line. It's connected to the vagus nerve, to the pineal. So the pineal is the third eye, and the vagus nerve sits deep in the belly. And we're just going to draw a line of white energy. So spread the tongue along the top jaw. Soften your gaze at your third eye. And just listen for the sound of the ocean. So you inhale and expand the belly fully. Feel the belly expand. As you breathe in through your nose, and you're using half the throat, and it almost sounds like a little snoring sensation in the back of the throat. So expand the belly fully, and then draw the navel into spine, and just massage the belly like a wave of energy. Massaging the belly, waking up the vagus nerve. Now, with the next breath, imagine this white line, white and gold line of energy moving down. So as you inhale, move the white and gold line down into the belly as it expands. Then as the belly moves in like a wave, just Ujjayi, the ocean, the breath moves back up to here. The breath moves back down to the belly as you expand it fully and massage the belly in. Now already I can feel my nervous system start to drop just by massaging the belly. My left brain is very quiet because I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. I'm not trying to understand it too much, because if I understand it too much, that's the left brain. The ego never understands anything. It wants to know everything. So let's just quiet the left brain down. Lock it into Pandora's box. Listen to the sound of Ujjayi. Now with the next breath, we're going to expand the breath fully. Then we're going to move that breath up into the heart space. And we're going to stop at the throat chakra. Stay there for a minute, a couple of seconds. And then we're going to exhale and let go. And we're going to feel a layer of stress just move away. And then we're going to stay in the nothing space. Now the nothing space is in the mind, where there's no name, there's no thought, there's just nothing. Inhale through the belly, expand the belly. Move the breath up into the heart, into the throat chakra, and suspend the breath for maybe 1 or 2 counts. Then exhale, draw your navel to spine and moving the breath up and down, remember. Just keep with that line, that white line. Keep the pathway open. I soften my gaze even more. I make space in my mouth. I soften my face and I soften my crown and I soften my shoulders. If my mind starts to wander off, I'm going to bring it back to the sound of Ujjayi, the ocean, and the white line of energy moving up and down. So we've locked away the left brain, the ego now. The ego is no longer noise. The ego no longer needs to know everything. The ego is never happy. You will never ever make the ego happy. So let's be quiet with the ego. Bring it back. So you inhale, you make space in the body. And as you exhale, you make space in the mind. Inhale, make space in the body. Suspend the breath and exhale, make space in the mind, in the nothing space. There's no name, there's no thought, there's no time. You just feel like you're floating just for this few seconds before you remember to breathe again. So we'll just do that for another 5 deep breaths. Last breath. So, I feel that my nervous system has calmed down. So I'm going to leave that practice with you. Until my next video, I'm going to start to talk about the mantra Soham, which in Sanskrit means I am. So remember to put it in your diary the 4th of April at 12:45 p.m. for Mass Ascension Meditation. Sat Nam. Namaste.